Alrighty folks, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jake, and this is a 10-acre challenge. At least for me. So, we have 10 acres here in Judith Plains, Montana. A beautiful map by the one, the only, DJ Modding. As you can see here, we do have a farm stand. And we are not going to do conventional farming. And what I mean by that is that we're not going to do a lot of tractors. We're going to try and keep horsepower, to a minimum. And what I mean by that is anything under 100 horsepower. But for the most part, we are going to be looking at doing kind of a market garden idea and see, hey, can we make farm sim work without any of the big toy tractors? So that's our challenge. And what I have going on over here is I have this plow here, and we are going to go ahead and see if with this plow we can make some rows for us here, and see if we can't. There we go. We're going to make some strips here in the ground, and I'm going to probably make these pretty long, just so we can put some crops in the ground. Okay, now ideally, if you were doing something like this, in real life, you would try not to till if you wanted to do a no-till garden approach. But using just our garden here, I'm wondering, hey, can we make $100,000 with just the hand tools? Can we play the game and win? And so we'll be selling, of course, to our farm stand. And we got some connectivity there. Not bad. That's fine. We can connect those rows just a little bit, and I think we'll be okay. I'm going to go a little bit wider, I think, on this here. So, using just the hand tools that we have available, we're going to try and make a profit. We're starting out with $50,000, and we're going to see how much money we can make. So, we're going to have to spend money on seed and fertilizer, and I'm going to need to buy manure, because if I can, I would like to be able to keep this a somewhat organic garden, if you will. And I think for right now, we're going to put four rows in here. And eventually we'll get some greenhouses going, to kind of grow some of the crops that we can't really grow, in the field. So things like tomatoes, mushrooms, you name it. We're going to try to utilize that, but we're going to have to work our way up to that. Okay, so there we go. We have these beautiful little rows, and we're able to kind of walk through them without stepping on the crop. So that's pretty great. I love that. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to have to go get some seeds. We're going to have to order us some seeds, and yeah, we'll have to plant something in here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the box truck, and we're going to go pick up some seeds at the dealer. And then you can see what we have over here as far as equipment. We have a smaller plow, the cultivator there, or the cultivator slash weeder. We do have the lime spreader, a seeder. We have our grain crop harvester and our root crop harvester, AP12 pallet forks, and a manure spreader, as well as our delivery truck. You know, this truck is, sadly, I think, an underused and underrated kind of truck. And we're going to go ahead and drive up to the place we need to go to get it. And I did put a little parking lot in there to kind of resemble the garden. Alright, so we'll go ahead and hop out onto the main road here. And we'll head up to Tractor Supply. I think we've created a pretty decent challenge for us. I'm kind of excited to see how we do with this kind of market garden idea. I know we're gonna need a lot more income if we want to get there, but eventually I plan on doing maybe some agritourism, and you know, selling to the farmers market and selling to the farm stand. Hopefully we'll be able to make some income. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and we will pick you guys back up when we get to the Tractor Supply. Alrighty, I bought some seed here and some lime as well, so we can get that done. I'm thinking we should be alright then. Oh, whoa. With what we got. I probably didn't need this big old truck for this, but I decided not to spend a whole lot of money on stuff to start out, just so we can kind of see where we end up. Give these seeds here a try. Right, there we go. And we'll get the lime. We're going to need to lime it. I should probably just go ahead and drop these right there and go too high and balance out the truck. Eventually, maybe we'll look at getting some pallets like that for the farm. It'd be good to have some pallets around. Go ahead and drop it right there. Maybe we'll put it in just a hair more. Tell you what, I love this mod. This just brings another layer of realism into the game here. Alright. Drop it down there. And we'll get the last stack here. Yeah, righty. And the next thing we'll be doing is strapping it down. There we go. Alright, I guess we can get going back to the farm. Alrighty. Who knows, if we do really well at farming, maybe we can have dinner at Applebee's once we're making some money. John Deere. Oh yes, good old John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer. So they say, so they say. Alright. Well, let's make our way back to the farm here, get this unloaded, and I got to get some soil samples sent off, just so we can kind of not overdo on the lime and fertilizer, and make sure we're getting the most nutrients out of our soil that we possibly can. I've also got to go see a farmer about maybe getting some manure delivered to the property. That would be great. That's going to be a little bit of a process, I think, till we're absolutely ready for that. Now, it's farm sim, so we're a little limited in what we can do, as you know, with hand tools and things like that. So hopefully this goes well with what we have available currently. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm hoping, the goal is we will be able to, you know, maybe the first year we look and maybe we make a couple $1,000s, but we're not gonna do the giant ag stuff. Maybe well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether contracts are allowable or not, so maybe you guys can let me know your thoughts down below as to what you think we should do. Should we allow contracts? Should we not? Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Help the channel out. Y'all keep me motivated. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Alrighty, so we're getting back into town here. Nice thing is, it's a beautiful drive. So yeah, and we're not too terribly far from town. So folks that live in town can stop on by and pick up fresh produce. Alrighty. Let's see here. I think we'll pull the truck back around this way for now. And we'll go ahead and just pop the door open there. We'll go ahead and turn the truck off so we're not wasting gas. And there we go. Okay, let's get the truck unloaded here. You always need a good truck for the farm. Nice thing is, with this truck, it's a box truck. And yeah, when we're moving crates and stuff like that, produce down the road, everything will be safe and secure inside the box. Not to say flatbeds aren't great for that, but you know, I think it's one vehicle that can do it all. All right, gonna drop her on down here, and right there. Good job. All right, A+ for you. It's very. This may be a little bit of a slower series, just because of using the hand tools and things like that. So yeah, I just want to see if we can do it, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but it might be kind of boring for some, but I like a good challenge, so we're gonna give it a shot. I think yeah, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and collect some soil samples here. There we go. All right. Before we get to Lyman, I think I'm going to keep a stack of these out here, just so once we have our soil samples taken, let's go ahead and do that now. Go into here. Let's go to our precision farming. I'm going to actually have to do that manually. Yikes. Okay, well, I'm going to look into that. And there's a couple other things I want to look into. I may have to consider getting the local Department of Agriculture to come in and give us our testing. Go ahead and drop it down there. There we go. So I think before we lime, I'm going to go ahead and probably put in a few more plots. That way when they come out, they only have to come out once, and then it's done. We'll go ahead and we'll just put this in the shed for now. And drop it there. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Let's go ahead and we will put in... I think we're probably going to end up doing... let's see. 1, 4. Let's do 4 more on this side here. There we go. There's that. We'll pick this up. Oh boy. Back it on up here. There we go. And we'll try and separate it out here. That's the thing, when you're doing it this way, you kind of feel absolute everything. Alright, we'll go up this way. And... there we go. The rows aren't going to be perfectly straight, just... maybe as we get better at it as we go, we'll be able to keep the rows straight. I should really come through here and mow this a little bit. Try and keep the grass down. There we go. Alright. And stopping it right there. And we'll go ahead and put this guy back in the shed for now. I guess the next thing we need to do is figure out what exactly we want to plant. And then kind of go from there and see... how it goes. Okay, gonna drop this guy go right in here. Alright, so we do have one tractor on the farm, and that is just to help us load pallets and to pull that manure spreader. But yeah, kind of a different kind of episode here, guys. This is kind of like my hobby farm / 10-acre challenge. I think eventually we'll be putting some greenhouses in over here. So I have to look into that, look at what the county requirements are for greenhouses and things like that. And we'll probably have kind of like a center point right in here. And then more of these little raised beds. So, yeah. Anyway, that, I think, is going to do it for this episode, guys. If you were happy with this episode, please leave a like and, yeah, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care.